What happens when a decades-old Hollywood scandal suddenly turns into a federal-sounding courtroom storm? 4 years, Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner stayed silent while Ray J threw shade, told stories, and revived their past whenever his name started to fade from the headlines. But this time, he might have gone too far. Because now, the Kardashian empire isn't just clapping back online, they're suing. It all started when Ray J, the R&B singer once linked to Kim during the early 2000s, made an explosive claim that had the internet in a frenzy. He didn't accuse them of a petty feud or a celebrity betrayal. No, he suggested something way bigger, that the feds were allegedly coming for Kim and Kris in a racketeering investigation. You heard that right, racketeering. At first, it sounded like one of those wild livestream rants celebrities sometimes have. But then, Ray J doubled down, not once but twice, publicly naming Kim and Kris while throwing out phrases like federal RICO and the feds are coming. He even compared it to the Diddy case, implying that something dark was about to unfold. And in Hollywood, words like that spread faster than wildfire. But here's the twist no one saw coming. Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner finally said, enough. They filed a full-blown defamation lawsuit, officially accusing Ray J of spreading false and serious allegations that could damage their reputations and businesses. And for a family that's built an empire on controlling their own narrative, this move says everything. Because this isn't just about gossip anymore. It's about power, legacy, and one man who might have pushed the wrong family one step too far. Ray J's comments started with a line during a TMZ special that made people pause. If you told me the Kardashians were being charged for racketeering, I might believe it. The internet initially laughed it off, but then, months later, he reignited the fire during a Twitch livestream. This time, he wasn't joking. He claimed the feds are coming to investigate Jenner and Kardashian, and bragged that his so-called federal RICO against them would be crazy. He even said, "It's worse than Diddy," suggesting something criminal was on the horizon. These weren't vague opinions or offhand comments. He said them like facts, like he had insider knowledge. And that's exactly what pushed Kim and Kris to act. Within days, their attorney Alex Spiro, the same high-profile lawyer known for representing Elon Musk and other major celebrities, filed a lawsuit that sent shockwaves through entertainment news. The mother-daughter duo accused Ray J of defamation, claiming his comments were blatantly false, reckless, and part of a long-running campaign to attach himself to their fame. In a rare statement, Spiro said, Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian have never brought a defamation claim before, nor have they been distracted by noise. But this false and serious allegation left no choice. That one line said it all. After years of ignoring Ray J's drama, they were officially done being quiet. To really understand why this lawsuit hits so hard, you have to rewind to where it all began. Before the billionaire beauty mogul and the momager empire, there was a young Kim Kardashian dating R&B singer Ray J between 2002 and 2006. Their relationship ended, but what came next changed pop culture forever. In 2007, their private tape leaked, and overnight, the world knew Kim Kardashian's name. The scandal was humiliating, but Kris Jenner turned it into a business strategy that launched the Kardashian brand. For Ray J, it was a story he never quite let go of. Over the years, he's resurfaced multiple times, on interviews, podcasts, and live streams, claiming the family used him, betrayed him, or even scripted the entire scandal. According to Kim and Kris's latest court filing, Ray J's refusal to move on is exactly what drove this lawsuit. Their statement accuses him of a sustained campaign of harassment and defamation, arguing he's been unable to accept the end of his fleeting relationship with Kim and has repeatedly sought to exploit their prominence for personal gain. It's a harsh accusation, but one the Kardashians seem determined to prove. Meanwhile, Ray J's latest comments took things from personal to potentially dangerous. Saying the feds are coming isn't just dramatic. It implies a criminal investigation, something that could seriously damage public trust, business partnerships, and sponsorship deals. Kim and Kris's lawsuit makes it clear. There is no federal racketeering investigation, no law enforcement involvement, and absolutely no credible evidence behind Ray J's statements. Their spokesperson confirmed, no such investigation exists, and no criminal proceedings have ever been initiated against Ms. Kardashian or Ms. Jenner. In other words, Ray J's insider scoop was fiction. Still, What makes this case so explosive isn't just what was said, it's how it was said. The complaint points out that Ray J's statements were presented as factual assertions, not speculation or opinion. That distinction is huge in defamation law. When you present false claims as facts, and you know they're false, or show reckless disregard for the truth, it crosses into actual malice. And that's exactly what the Kardashians are alleging. Their lawsuit argues Ray J's behavior demonstrates a fundamental disregard for truth and a willful intent to harm. In short, this wasn't a careless rant. It was a calculated hit. The public reaction has been wild. Some fans are calling it karma, others say it's justice long overdue. A few think Kim's just trying to silence an ex who won't stop talking. But legal experts say this move could set a precedent. For years, the Kardashians have been the most talked about family in media, accused of everything from fakery to manipulation, but they almost never sue. This time they did. Which makes you wonder, did Ray J finally cross a line so serious that silence was no longer an option? And while Kris and Kim stay quiet as their lawyers take over, Ray J's camp has yet to respond publicly. No apology, no retraction, nothing. That silence might cost him, because if the court sides with Kim and Kris, the damages could be massive. Punitive, financial, and reputational. The man who once made headlines for exposing them might now lose everything trying to stay relevant through them. But beyond the courtroom drama, this story says something bigger about fame, power, and the internet's obsession with scandal. For years, Ray J tried to rewrite history, painting himself as the victim of a media empire. But the Kardashians built their fortune on controlling the narrative, and now they're reclaiming it in the most powerful way possible, through the law. This lawsuit isn't just about a live stream gone too far. It's a warning to anyone who thinks clout is a defense against consequence. And maybe that's why this case feels so personal for both sides. It's not just exes feuding, it's two versions of the same story colliding once again, almost 20 years later. The same scandal that made them famous has now brought them back to court. Only this time, Kim and Kris aren't running from the headlines. They're writing the ending themselves. So what happens next? Does Ray J back down, apologize, and disappear for good? Or does this ignite another wave of secrets, accusations, and public chaos? One thing's for sure, the Kardashians just reminded everyone why you don't pick fights with the most powerful family in Hollywood. Because when they fight back, they don't do it with posts, they do it with lawyers. And now, fans are left wondering, was this the moment Kim and Kris finally drew the line between fame and defamation? Or just another chapter in a feud that refuses to die? Drop your thoughts below. Because one thing's certain, in Hollywood, no scandal ever truly ends, it just evolves.